Hey, Flooring Pros, Jerry Levinson here, and this is number 4 in our mini series masterclass that we're doing. The masterclass is coming up here September 14th and 15th, so get signed up right away. But this will give you an idea of what you're going to be learning at that masterclass. We already did setting goals, making your business plan, marketing. All those videos are on there, sales process, all that stuff's on there for you guys to see. It's on the YouTube channel. Also, if you like the videos, please click like and sign up to the video series and you'll see them. They'll hit your inbox so you can keep up to date with things. So hiring a top salesperson is one of the most difficult things that we can do in our business. It's a challenge for everybody. I want to show you the number one mistake that we make in hiring a salesperson is that we don't have a process. You know, a lot of times you're just making it up as you go along. So you got to make up the ad. And then you're trying to decide where to place the ad. Should I place it on Indeed? Should I go to Monster, Craigslist? You know, what should I do? And then you don't have a process for interviewing. It's like, I want to get people in, and then I'll ask them questions and see if they qualify. And you may not be clear on how you're going to pay them or what kind of benefits you can offer. And worse off, this is very common in small businesses. They're reluctant to hire people because they almost feel guilty, like they won't be able to pay them as much as they would like to, or this may not be a real good opportunity. You know, I'm trying to grow this business. So what you end up doing is kind of lacking the enthusiasm that you should have. And you end up being cautious on their behalf because you don't want to hire them and you don't want them to make a mistake by coming to work for you. So it's common. Look, a lot of us go through that. So we can fix all this. All right. First of all, let's have a clear process of how things are going to work. You create this process one time, and then all you're doing is tweaking some things here and there. So first, let's start off with the ad. It's important to see how much can they earn. And a lot of times we are reluctant, again, to say that they can earn a lot of money. So what's the most that they can earn? What if they sell $100,000 a month? What if they sell, maybe you can only do 70 or 80,000? What can they earn working for you? What I found that's best to do is give a range, because when I started off with just the high side, like earn $95,000 a year, some people thought, well, that's out of my reach, so I wouldn't give it as many applicants. So now I put in a range, earn 65 to 95,000 a year. You might want to go higher than that. Next, be excited that, you know, in your ad, that's what we're talking about doing. You want to be excited, talk about the company. Hey, it's a growing company. That's why you're trying to hire somebody, right? You have a growing business and you need help. So, and you want an 18 player. Come see if you're the right player for the job. So tell them a little bit about your company. We get a lot of 5-star reviews. We're located in beautiful downtown Colorado. We've got a great customer base, been in business a long time. And, you know, we'd love you to be a member of our team. So now put in your requirements. The one big trick about this is if you're looking for a skilled, experienced person, that might be harder to find. So the better your systems, the better your processes are, the easier it is to price, then the easier it's going to be for you to hire a qualified salesperson, somebody that is good with people and that can sell the job, likes decorating, likes working with customers, but maybe they need to learn some stuff in the industry. So we've got sales training now. We've got FloorZap has a good process and system for them to follow. There's a lot of good tools that you can implement, but it's all about your process and systems. We're going to teach you a lot of that at the masterclass, so you can dial this in a way that it's going to make it much easier to hire, train, and get that salesperson going. So what I tell them in the ad, now tell me 5 reasons why I should consider you for this position. I used to do a recorded call. I'd have them call a recording and tell me 5 reasons that I should consider you for this position. Or I actually, in that recording, I said, just tell me a reason why I should consider interviewing you for this job. And I got to listen to their messages. So I got to decide right then and there. It's like, you know, this person doesn't sound like they're going to be very good. No, I don't even call them back. You know, you don't have to call and respond to everybody that responds to your ad. Now I kind of do this process where it's email me 5 reasons I should consider you for this position. Part of this process is you want them to sell themselves into the job, right? You're hiring them as a salesperson. Next, let's do a phone interview. Don't just invite them in for an interview. Interviewing people is exhausting. So if you've ever interviewed 3 or 4 people in a row, I mean, it'll wipe you out for the day. So let's do a phone interview. And in that, we're going to share this stuff at the masterclass, but I got a list of questions that I like to do for the phone interview. You know, what's going on with your last job? Why are you looking for a new job at this time? You know, tell me a little bit about yourself. So have some key questions ready to go, take notes. And if they did a good job, again, let them sell themselves in for the in-person interview. Now, again, be prepared. Have a list of questions. I got a file in my computer that I keep that when I go to hire somebody, it's here's the ad, here's the interview questions, here's that whole process. So this is something I'll share with you guys at the masterclass, but I've got that already and it makes it easy. We decide, oh, we want to hire somebody. Okay, I don't have to think about it. I place the ad with Craigslist. I do my interviews. I set everything up, but it takes me 10 minutes to set everything up because it's all there. I don't have to recreate it. So creating it is going to take you a little while the first time, but after that, it's evergreen, man. You'll always have this process. So here's a couple good questions I would really love. Tell me about a disagreement you had with your last boss. Tell me about a time in your life where you were doing beyond just getting by. I love that question. And you might get to this point. It's like, hey, I like this lady. And you might be anxious to hire her because you don't want to lose her. The best process, though, is don't hire her just yet. Okay, we got one last test. And this has worked phenomenal every time I used it. So I give them a list of expectations. It has the pay on it. And when I want them to work showrooms, if I want them to go to a networking group, what I expect from them and what they can expect from us. Okay. Hey, Lisa, I like you, but I've got a couple more interviews we're doing. So here's a list of our expectations and the pay structure. Why don't you take this home, look it over, and then give me a call and let me know what you think. Now, if she doesn't call back, I'm not going to hire her, you know, because if she doesn't have the courage to call me back, what makes me think she has the courage to call customers back to see if they want to go with their flooring order? And I could tell you 2 of the rock stars I hired, it's the sales manager now, Miranda, and then Cheryl was the other one. They both followed this process. And at the time I interviewed them, I interviewed a guy in both cases where I kind of wanted to hire the guy. They had better experience, better background, but neither one of those guys followed up. Cheryl followed up next day. Miranda followed up the next morning. And then I said, Miranda, I really like you, but I've got another guy. I'd love to hire you both, but I can only hire you one of you. I said, I'll let you know by the end of the day. By 3:30, she called me again. Like, you got the job. I mean, that's what I want in a salesperson, somebody that's aggressive. Another side note about the process. We all want people to follow the process. We want them to follow the rules. But look, if somebody comes into your showroom and they did not follow the process and they said, hey, I saw this ad, I looked you guys up, I really want to work for this company. I mean, you got to consider that, you know, that's the kind of aggressive salesperson you like. So what? They didn't follow the rules. Look for that ambition and aggressiveness. And again, you're going to want to make sure that anybody that you hire fits in with your culture, because nothing's worse than a hot dog salesperson that doesn't fit in and everybody else doesn't like. So make sure they fit in good with your culture. All right, September 14th and 15th, Orlando, Florida. If you can't make it out to Orlando, Florida, join us online. It's just $397 either way you go, and you can bring a guest for free. Of course, online, other people can participate. Anybody that does come is going to get a recording of the whole masterclass. So if you join us online and you aren't able to stick with the whole class, you'll get a recording afterwards. So let's get you signed up and get you learning. Again, if you like this video, please hit like and also subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Right after I turn off the recording.